This is an in-depth video on the cell phone harmonizer by Conscious Technologies. In this video, we will introduce you to the cell phone harmonizer, go over its use, show you how easy it is to install, share some of the testing we did, and show you some testimonial footage from someone that is very sensitive to cell phone radiation. My name is Ross Newkirk, and I wanted to share with you about the cell phone harmonizer and what it does and how it can work for you. This cell phone harmonizer is actually made up of 9 different materials. The materials that we use in the cell phone harmonizer actually create a coherent, harmonious field. So it actually changes that EMF signal that your cell phone gives off to one that is coherent and harmonious. There's a lot of concern about EMF, and our cell phones give off this EMF, which is an electromagnetic frequency. The problem is the man-made EMF that is given off from our cell phones, our tablets, and laptop computers give off EMF that has a left-handed torsion field or information field. Our hearts give off EMF and things in nature, but that has a right-handed torsion field. Man-made EMF has a left-handed torsion or information field. Our technology actually changes that information field to one that is coherent and harmonious for the individual. The way it does it is it uses specific materials that comprise this composite disc that simply gets attached onto the back of your cell phone. Our technology does not block the EMF, but rather changes that information component to one that is in alignment with the body. That's a very important distinguisher between us and some of the other products out on the market and their claims. We are harmonizing that signal. We're not blocking it. Your cell phone harmonizer will come in a box with detailed instructions on how to mount it. Also included is a rubber band. The rubber band is so that you can try the cell phone harmonizer on your phone in various locations before you commit to mounting it. You can see how it feels. Check out your docking station if you have one in your car. Make sure it's mounted in the right location. You can actually attach the cell phone harmonizer anywhere on your phone or a phone case. It really doesn't matter. Some of the things that you want to look out for are not blocking your speaker, not blocking your camera lens. But once you've found that exact spot that you want it, simply peel the back. Just this paper backing comes off. Align it where you wanted it. And press. And you're ready to go. Since 2006, I've been involved with the development of many cutting-edge technologies. My father, Mark Newkirk, was a world-class scientist who was always on the forefront of scientific discovery. He was educated as a materials engineer at Brown University. He was a prolific inventor, named on over 100 US patents and 900 foreign-issued patents, and held all sorts of accreditations, including being elected to the U.S. National Academy of Engineering. Over the years, I have spent thousands of hours with him working on many cutting-edge technologies, including technologies based in information fields, which is exactly what the cell phone harmonizer is based in. The cell phone harmonizers are available in many different styles. We even offer a cell phone harmonizer for those of you that use the wireless charging stations or dock stations to charge your phone. There are a lot of products on the market claiming that they block EMF. The problem is if they blocked the EMF, your phone wouldn't be able to make and receive calls. Your Bluetooth, your GPS, your Wi-Fi just simply wouldn't work. So you can't really block it and have your phone actually function. There are products that say that they shield. And yes, you can shield from EMF signals. The problem is sometimes you end up boosting your cell phone signal because you're shielding it from being able to connect with the tower. So for instance, if you have a cell phone on the right side of your body and the cell tower is on the left side of your body and you have a shield between you and the cell phone tower, what happens is your cell phone actually boosts its signal as it's trying to connect. And the way that cell phones connect is through a straight line. Those signals actually go in a straight line. They don't zigzag around people or trees or something like that. So they actually go in a straight line. So if you're trying to shield, what happens is just you're boosting up that signal around your body. There are lots of products on the market that claim to shield and block EMF. We tried lots of them and didn't find the ones we tested anyways to be effective. We tested different shielding that has its own drawbacks. We tested various products that adhered to the back or side of the cell phone. Various stickers that were reported to block the EMF. This little device here was supposed to block the cell phone radiation. We cut it open with a rotary tool, and inside there was just a clear piece of rubber with some little tiny air bubbles in it. Unfortunately, it would seem that a lot of the products on the market are actually just capitalizing on people's fears rather than trying to solve an actual problem. Our technology actually changes that left-handed information or torsion field to a right-handed torsion field or information field that is coherent and harmonious with the individual. As one of our many testing mechanisms, we ended up using thermography to see if there was any change in the heat absorption caused by the cell phone into the individual. It was actually pretty interesting. The picture on the left shows what I looked like after using my cell phone for a 3-minute phone call. And I held it up to the left side of my head. You can actually see the large yellow blotch in the middle of my head, which is between my nose and my ear. So you can see that there, that heat right there, it was caused by the 3-minute phone call. Then we did another test after a 20-minute break where I just literally sat there. I didn't get up, I didn't drink any water or anything. And I used the same cell phone calling to the same location, but this time with the cell phone harmonizer on the back. And I still held it up directly to the head just like before and did that 3-minute phone call. And in this case, there was no heat absorption in the middle of my head, as you can see. And we repeated this test and got the same results. So the cell phone harmonizer is clearly acting as a heat sink, pulling the heat away from the human tissue and into the cell phone harmonizer itself. In addition to being a heat sink, the most remarkable thing the cell phone harmonizer is doing is changing that information component that we talked about, where it is reversing that left-handed torsion field or information field to a coherent right-handed one, which is the natural state of both our heart and nature. People often comment on how their cell phone harmonizer gets warm, but it's much better to have your cell phone harmonizer warm than your head.
Wow, something so little and so simple fixed my problem. Not simple, but simple, you know. My name is Jessie, and I've had issues for very many years using a phone. That's even got worse when I started using cell phone, and to the point where I couldn't use it at all without experiencing a lot of pressure and squealing sound in my head. That in the end was lasting 2 and 3 hours after I got off the phone. And so a friend of mine who knew that I was sensitive actually gifted me one of these, and within 2 days it was totally game-changing. I don't have any of what I experienced before on the phone. Like, I'm able to make phone calls and talk to people, and it's game-changing. It's fabulous.
Wow.
Highly recommend anybody who is sensitive and anybody who isn't sensitive, because I like the canary in the coal mine, you know, and I became sensitive quite a few years ago, but I'm noticing more and more people getting sensitive over time, and that tells me that there's going to be more people that are more sensitive, so I highly recommend them.
Oh, well, great. Well, thank you. That's great. And you said initially that that if you used your phone for, was it 5 minutes that you're...
Not even 5 minutes. Like if I turned my phone on, I would put it up to my head and it'd be instant squeal.
Wow.
You know, and I would use, not on my phone, I would hit the speaker and got to I needed to hold it out farther and farther away, which essentially meant that the other person couldn't hear me and I couldn't hear them, so that didn't help much either.
Yeah.
So, you know, I tried to figure out what the problem was for a long time. I didn't know whether it was just, I'm an empath, I didn't know whether it was just I was picking up empathic stuff through the phone line, or, you know, I couldn't figure it out for a very long time, but this certainly answered a lot of questions for me.
Wow, that's great. Yeah, you, after you had received one, you reached out to us on Facebook just a couple days later,
right,
saying that it was a game changer, and we were super excited to see your feedback and comments, you know, especially coming from someone that's extremely sensitive to this, because it's only a small percentage of the population that are actually sensitive to EMFs, to the point where they know they're sensitive. Everyone's
right,
affected,
right,
but
right.
Only a small percentage are in tune or aware of the fact that these EMFs are actually a problem. But I think that number is going to grow and grow, especially with 5G coming out. And, someone had said, I didn't fact check this, but someone said that they're actually working on 6G now, you know, too. I don't know, but well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, it's an amazing product.
Thank you.
Hello, my name is Robert Baxter. My company is The Wellness Factor, and I've been working with energy and frequency, and I have a couple of healing modalities that I've been doing for up towards 30 years. So what we're going to do today is we're going to test the cell phone harmonizer, which with this little piece is, it goes on your cell phone, and what this does is it helps harmonize frequencies that are disruptive to our system. We've got all this influence on us, especially cell phones, especially EMF. And even if you've got one on your body and you're carrying one around, yes, that's disruptive. But when you're at the mall and there's another 1,000 cell phones around you, we're in what we call electrosmog, and it's affecting all of us. And so we all need to be doing some little things to help reharmonize our own space, so that while we're out in the midst of it all, we're feeling better, and the body helps to be more healthy. What we're going to do is we're going to do kinesiology, which is testing the muscle system with positive things and negative things, and watch that it short circuits when we're in a negative environment. We're okay and strong when we're in a positive environment. There's many ways to do muscle checking, and you could do it this way, which I find easier because your arm's at an angle here, and I can say, hold your arm really strong, and I can just push down lightly and get a read on that. Okay, and it's not a muscle contest to see how strong you are. It's just simply a read, so you're checking into your system. So it's like hold strong. You can do it this way. Another way to do it is with your arm out. Sometimes it compromises the shoulder if it's a sore shoulder, and I'll say hold strong, and I'll push down here and do that. I'm going to turn the cell phone on, and I want her to hold it up to her belly. So as you hold it here, the cell phone is not only introducing radiation, but it's creating a field of disharmony which disrupts the flow of the harmonious frequencies in the body. And hold your arm strong as you can. Okay? So, and I could do it a little bit lighter. So I'll try this again with the cell phone, and then hold strong, so it goes down. So now what we're going to do is we're going to introduce the cell phone harmonizer on the phone, which changes the frequency that the phone's doing to the body. It shifts it, and I'll let Ross explain a little bit more about that, but it shifts it, it changes the pattern, it makes it into something that's not harmful to the body. So you want to do this for another 45 seconds or so, let it redo its recalibrate, so what the cell phone harmonizer is doing to the body is adjusting that and having the cell phone not be disruptive to the energy system. So I'll ask her to hold strong again. A lot stronger. All right? And then without the cell phone harmonizer, let that recalibrate, and we'll test it one more time. Hold strong. Yeah. Okay? So that's a little bit on the cell phone harmonizer and the wonderful effects to have on your phone, and especially when it's in your body. Thank you very much.
In addition to Bob Baxter's kinesiology testing, we also did our own, and the results were pretty wonderful. It was especially great working with the children, as they were even a greater potential indicator as to the effectiveness of this technology, since they had even less bias to this form of testing. We're going to use kinesiology to see if the cell phone harmonizer is effective. Now, you're going to hold out your arm. Now you're going to hold it up strong. When I ask you your name, is your name Owen? Here,
Yes.
hold it up strong, like make it so I can't push it down. Okay, we'll try it. Is your name Owen?
Yes.
Is your name Mary?
No.
Okay. And now take this and hold it to here, your heart, and hold out your hand and try to push up. What are you trying to push up?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. And now this has the cell harmonizer on it. And now hold this to your heart with this hand. Okay. Now try to push up. Much stronger, right? Did you notice the difference? Was it stronger with the cell harmonizer? Okay, there you go. Kinesiology testing with a little one. Yeah, have you ever done this before?
No.
Okay. See? Alrighty. Thanks. What's your name?
Mara.
Your name is Mara, so you're gonna resist as I push down. Your name is Mara. Okay. Your name is Ed. Okay. A lot weaker. Could you feel that? Okay. Mara. Your name is Mara. Your name is Ed. Okay. So now I'm gonna have you take your cell phone and put it against your heart. Okay. And now resist. Okay. What are you really resisting? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now we're gonna put the cell phone case that has the cell phone harmonizer attached. So hold this in there. Oh, you can snap it in, yeah. Okay, hold that against your heart. Now be strong again. Much stronger. Do you feel the difference?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. If you hold up your arm, I'm going to ask you your name and you're going to resist. So what's your name?
Corey.
Okay, your name is Corey. Your name is Mark. Could you feel how I was weaker?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now you're going to take your cell phone and with your left hand and put it against your heart and just see. Okay. And then you're going to hold up your cell harmonizer that you have on your case and see if you notice a difference. Wow. Can you feel the difference?
Yeah.
What's your name?
Landon.
Landon, okay. So hold out your arm like this and be real strong so it's hard for me to push down, okay? So, yeah, try to push up, okay. Your name is Landon, now push up. Okay, your name is Mary. Did you see how it was weaker? Okay, now you're gonna take the cell phone and hold it against your heart right there, okay? And now try to push up again with this arm, push hard, okay. Did you see how it was weak? Okay, now hold this with it. You're gonna have to hold two things. This has the cell phone harmonizer, and hold that again to your heart, just with one hand. And now try to push up real strong. Here, hold your hand up, push up real strong. Okay, did you notice how that was stronger? Yeah, that was pretty cool. Well, thanks for being part of the experiment. You're strong. Our test data and testimonials can be found on our website, www.phoneharmonizer.com. To better ensure what you're getting is legitimate and from Conscious Technologies, we now have our URL, phoneharmonizer.com, on the edge of our device. We are either on or with our phones for the vast majority of the day. We even sleep next to them and use them as our alarm clocks. Having the proper protection is important, and that is what the Cell Phone Harmonizer by Conscious Technologies does. You can purchase the Cell Phone Harmonizer through a growing number of locations or directly from our website, phoneharmonizer.com. Also on our website, you'll find our other EMF harmonizing products, which are also based in information field technology. We offer the Pocket Harmonizer that fits in your wallet, purse, or pocket for those who don't always travel with their phones and still are looking for EMF protection. Our tablet and laptop trays work in a similar manner to protect you from EMF when using a laptop or tablet. They use 7 different materials mixed into a non-toxic, eco-friendly resin. The Whole House Signal Harmonizer offers protection for wireless signals found within our living space. We also offer another piece of cutting-edge technology called the Core Harmonizer, which creates a peaceful environment using music, light, and nested sacred geometries, providing a coherent, peaceful space, enhancing one's sense of peace and well-being. Your well-being is important, and Conscious Technologies has created solutions to assist with a better lifestyle and re-empowerment.